Hi, this is a car rental system I developed earlier, so I just feel I should share it with you guys. I've already entered most of these details anyway because it's going to take me some time to enter it all. These are the information you gather from your customer when they come to you to rent or hire one of your cars. So right in here, the customer will always give you how many days he or she would like to rent the car for. And right here we have the cost of renting the car per day. It's £35.90 or 99p. And because this guy is renting over 15 days, he's actually renting for 20 days, you can always give him or her discount, maybe discount of 3%. The choice is yours, but depending on the company policy. So all you just need to do then is to actually enter, click on total. The total will generate customer ID and invoice details there. Okay, and the cost of renting. Now to get the receipt, all you need to do is click on receipt and right there. So with that, I'll take you guys straight into Python. I'll show you how I've put one of these together. So let's go straight into Python now. Hi, welcome to Python tutorial. I'm going to start this tutorial by importing. Let's import from Tinker the following. Import it all there. Let's declare the root equals tk. Let's give our project a title. In this case, the title is going to be car rental system. Okay, now that we have the title in place, we need to now let's define the geometry. So that will be, there's an E missing here. Yeah, and let's make that 1350 by 700 plus 0 plus 0 coordinate there. Okay, now let me define my frame. Left main frame equals frame inside the root, and the width will be, let's go for 1000, comma, the height, let's make that equals 700. Then let's get a border as maybe 8, and let's raise it up. Okay, make that rise, and pack this frame as well. Copy that and just pack it right here. Dot pack. So that's the first frame. This frame will be on the left hand side, so I might as well enter side equals left here, right there. So I'm just going to copy this and change the left to right, so this will become the right frame. Let's copy that, right main frame. Okay, now let's change this to 350, and the height remain the same, and this will become right. There. So let's end the whole program. And save this, then we can run it and see how it looks. So let's just save it as pi_car system. Save, run it and see. Right there. So I have my 2 frames there defined. Okay, let's close this, and maybe I think maybe we should reduce these to about 650, so that we can always increase it if we want to. Anyway, it's 650 as well, so we'll give it a try again. And now what will happen is I will then divide this into 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one will be divided into 2. So let's do that now. So maybe we can start with this first. That will be the left one, the right one, and the left right here. So in here, let's put 1 here, and we also need another one. That will be 2, the second part of it. Okay, so that will be inside right main frame as well. Okay, let's leave the width the way it is, and the height in this case we can just divide this and make that 325, and here that will be 325 as well. 325. All right. Okay, that's for the frames. Now, but that's for the right hand frame. So if this should be top and bottom. Top. Let's make this bottom, and let's save and run. Then we'll see what's there. Okay, that is fine. Now we now need to divide this into 4. Okay, for the left side I need 4 of those, like I said earlier on. Undo that, copy. Okay, this is 1 and 2, 3, 4. Okay, and this, let's make this 225. 225. The next one right below it, 225 as well. 225, and this one will just be 100 and 100 there. Okay, so now we want to be top. That'll be top. I think they can all just be top. Yeah, let's paste that in there. Okay, now we want it inside left main frame. Okay, another one right in there. Alright, so that should do it. So let's run it and see. Okay, we need, let's go back in there. The width will remain the same. That is incorrect. This should have been 200 and 225, 100. 100. One has to be careful, and this is 1000. Alright, save that and run it again. So that should take care of the problem. Alright, so that's what I want. That's how I want it to be. Okay, and here we have my buttons. Here I should have one or two components here, and here I have mostly components there. Okay, right inside this frame I would like to enter my receipt area. So let me close that and come right down here. That will be right main frame 2. So let's declare, let's just call it txt receipt equals text, and there the text will be right inside right mainframe 2 there. Okay, so let's define the height. Let's say the height is equals, let's make that 8 and C, or let's say 6 comma, and the width, let's go for, let's say the width is 350. That is the width. No, let's come back and just, the way it's measured is totally different. Let's say it's 24. We can always amend, and BG equals, let's make that 8. What about the font? The font equals, let's go for area, just get that out of the way. That is the font right there, it's area. And the size of this font, let's go for 12 for now, and make that bold. Let's close that there. And we also need to specify the row, so let me copy that. Or right here I can just enter the row there and say dot grade equals row equals 0 comma and column equals 0 as well. So hopefully that should work. So let's save and run. Yeah, right there. But it seems that it's too small. So okay, let's move it down a little bit more. That was, let's make that 12. Come here, save, and see what will happen with 12. Okay, that's 12. Alright, maybe I can even, I might even be able to go for maybe 16. And this can go for 30. Yeah. Okay, that's not too bad. But there's small room in there for the width, so maybe 34, and just settle for that. Okay, I'll settle for 33. Okay, that's fine. 33, 32 might be fine. Okay, 33 looks brilliant. Okay, that's fine. Now the next thing is, let me just run it again. The next thing is to start entering the data for all of these as for the car information, and here I think we need some buttons here. Okay, for the button we have to put that in left mainframe 4. I'm going to copy that. Let's paste the button right underneath here. Move it up a little bit so that you guys can see it. Alright, so the button, I'll start with btn total equals widget button, and widget button stays in left frame 4. And the text that I want on it to be total. Alright, comma. Alright, let's pad it. Let's make that maybe 4. We'll make that 4, and the y-axis is 4. Let's make the left axis 4 as well. So 1 is 4 and 4. Okay, now what about the border? Maybe 4. We can always change it if that's not good enough. That's supposed to be the font. Let's make that black. Even if we don't enter any font there, the font will default back to black anyway. Okay, so let's come here, just copy this font and paste this font right underneath here. Okay, comma, width equals, I'm going to need about 4 of those in there. Let's say 4. And the height, let's hope 1 is not going to be too much. Come on, 1. And let's say dot grid row 0 column 0. Row 0 column 0. So hopefully that should do for the very first button. Let's save and run. Okay, that works well for total, so let's close that and just copy it across. Let's copy, and the next one will be, we need one more, that's it. Okay, let's change this to, okay, this one anyway. Let's go for this first. That will be reset. Well, that's exit, and let's call this reset, and this maybe that will be for the reset. Okay, let's reset. Paste the reset, and the column will be 1. That's column 1, 2, 3, and this is exit. There's the text content on it, and this will be resets. So let's save and run. Okay, so we have all our buttons in place, but there is a but. Then maybe we need to maybe increase this or increase this. Let's increase this and see. Let's make that 16. I can always change it anyway, so let's see what will happen with 16. Let's run it now. Alright. Okay, let's come back in here. Let's see it again, how it looks like. This is supposed to be 16 and this is supposed to be 14. let's see one more time, then we take it from there. Okay, supposing we increase the width. Let's increase the width to 18. So that I can fill up the frame itself. Alright, that's not bad. Make that 20 then. Alright, Control S, press F5. Okay guys, that's more like it. So fill up the whole screen. Okay. Now the next thing is, let's add some more data to this one. I think before I continue with this, let me just rectify the heights. Let's change the height to maybe 2. I've also carried out some other changes here. The padding is now 8 by 8 by 8. Here they are. So I just want to change this height to 2. Let's see how 2 will look like. And the font is now 13. Do that and see. Okay, I think maybe I will have to settle for this. Yeah, I like it. Now let's continue with the rest development. I will have to speed that up and get back to you guys. Okay, so let's get this done now. We're gonna need a couple of data in there. So let's come in here where the buttons are, right here. Okay, let's place it right underneath here. Let's separate it so that I know where it is. And this would be okay. That's the first part of it. So let me run it and see how it looks like. Then I'll just speed. Yep, that is it. Customer ID. So we get the customer ID with or from the customer's driving license. So let's speed that up now. So let's come down here and speed that up. Take it up so that you can see it. Have a good look at it from there. Now the rest of the codes, let's have a look at it from here. Okay, up to here. Alright, so take it back up. Now save it. Let's save it so that you guys can see what we've done. Then I'll come back and show you the codes again. Right there, those are the text box or object that will be used for mainly the calculation, mainly number of days, discount and total. Okay, I will also use the same thing here. I'm going to need about 10 here, and I think another 10 right here. So if I copy this, the very first one, have a look at it from here up to here. Let's reduce this so that you can see it properly. Let's take it to 12. Yeah, I guess you guys can see all of the codes now. From here down here, those are the lines of code that I use for that very frame. So I will now copy these same lines of code, and I need that to be frame 2. Okay, so right underneath, this is frame 3, so let's take it up, and I just do that of frame 2 here. Okay, this will be frame 2. Let's change the frame to 2. Left main frame 2. So I'll just check to make sure it's all correct. There should be frame 2 on each one. Left main frame 2 of those. And here, this one is incorrect. Okay, so let's run this before we start changing the names around. And right up here, okay, but we need about, we're gonna need 4 more. There's 4 more data in there before we start taking care of the changes. Okay, so this one is 5, and that means we need 3 more each. So that is rule 1. So we need 1, 2, and 3. Copy all of this, paste those there. If this is rule 1, this will be rule 2. And hopefully that should do it. So save that. Alright, that's fine. That is fine. Now we also need, what we need again is, we need to increase or add, we need 2 more components here. Or we can make that another 3 component there. So let's come down here, paste those there, and come right down here. This will be rule 3. Okay, that's good. So we need the same thing up here. Yeah, we're gonna need the same thing up there. So we copy that. Let's close this, copy all of these, everything here, and we change the frame. Instead of 2, we change it to frame 1 up to here. So I'm going to open up a new one and just paste all of that in there and change frame, left main frame 2. Let's find and replace, change it to 1, replace all as 1. Now select it all, either cut it off, close this, and just come right up here. Okay, let's do paste, that's 1. This is left frame. Let's give them all a name so that we know what is what. That's fine. That's 2, and this is 1. We need one of these. That's 1, and this is 2, 3. And then we have 4. That's where the buttons are. Let's save and run. There. So we have all of the components in the right place. We just need to change the names of these now, and that's no problem. And again, one other thing is we may have to increase the font size so that we can fill up all of this part of the program. So let's see. That is okay. Let's just copy that and come to, that's fine, and replace, and just change that to maybe, let's go for 14 and see what will happen with 14. Okay, let's run it. We've changed it all to 14. Okay, I think 14 might be too big. Alright, let's come back in there. Let's just press undo, Control Z. Alright, we'll find another way around that. run it now. Okay, the amendment is completed, and this is how the system looks. The only thing left now is to enter some data in there and change these names around. So let's enter this checkbox in there first. Come in here and right there, and here we have the checkbox that I intend to use. So have a good look at the checkbox that goes into right mainframe 1 there, and underneath is the right mainframe 2 with text box in there. So let's run it now, but then have a good look at the codes. Those are the codes for that. Let's run it, save that, and there, this is how the system looks now. So all that is left for me to do is then to enter the details right in here. Let's close that and come to left frame 1 and start changing all of this around. So we can just call that, was there a customer? Yes. And we want a title here, followed by first name, surname, okay. So let's come first, let's enter streets here. Let's say area, then we have postcode. Let's get the license number, do that, date of issue, issue date, and issued by. Okay, with that, let's run it and see how it looks for now. Okay, and we have date of issue, issued by, and here we need to change those two. Okay, let's come in here and change those two. Issued by, we have that, and here that's miles before, and here the next one will be miles after. That's when the car was returned. Okay, let's run it. Alright, we have miles before, miles after. Okay, all that is left for us now is to take care of this very one here. Yeah. Okay, let's take care of this one. There's been some changes here as well. Alright, I'll just take care of this and speed it up, then get back to you guys. Okay, this is how the system looks. I've carried out some adjustment to the objects. So now we just need to take care of all of these ones. So let's take care of maybe the exit first. And right here are is the function for exit. So all I just need to do now is to call this with command equals q exit. Let's just call that exit system. Alright, come right down here. See where we have exit button right there, we just need to change that to add command equals q exit. So if we run it now, the system should officially prompt us to confirm if we want to exit. That's it. do you want to quit? So if you say no and it stays put, if you say yes, that's it. So that right up here is the line of code for that. Just before I continue, let me show you guys all of the codes again. Right up here I've imported as follows all of the component of Tkinter, and here I've defined the root and the title, and I also specify the size and coordinate of my system. Here I have all of my frames on the left hand, the right side, and so on. Okay, those are the frames, and here that's the exit function, and here my checkbox on the main right frame. Okay, on the main right frame 2 or right main frame 2, I have this text box there. That's it right there. Okay, left main frame 1, here are the components on left main frame 1. I have 4 of those, so let's move it up so that you can see it there. Then the next one is left mainframe 2 right here. Those are the components on it. I have 12 object there as well with the label we're talking about, 24. Okay, move it down so that you can see it. Those are the lines of code. They are similar, so it's no big deal. Once you get one right, you can always take care of the rest. Okay, frame 3, left main frame 3, and left main frame 4. It's just the buttons. So if I run it again, and here is left mainframe 1, left mainframe 2, left mainframe 3, left mainframe 4, and here right mainframe 1 and right mainframe 2. Okay, all we need to do now is to take care of the reset, and total. Alright, so let's go into the code, and right here let me show you the codes for the exit. Right here are the lines of code for the exit. Okay, and right below it I have the lines of codes for resets. That's just for the reset. Have a good look at it. From here, take it down, resetting all of the components, which means I have to just delete every single content within the component up to here. Okay, so before I show you guys the rest, so we have the reset and we also have the exits right there. Okay, you can see how simple the codes are. Now right above the exit I have all of my variables, so have a good look at all of my variables. Okay, from here right down here, those are my variables. Alright, so now I've shown you 3 codes, the variables that we use for the reset, then we also have the exit and the reset itself. Okay, so let's just run the program and you guys see how it works. If I click on exit, I can always say no, I don't want to exit yet, or exit the system. That is the function right here, the method. As you can see, I have my variable there, sorry, I have my method there called exit, exit, and this method is called into this message box, and here are the text, just my own text that you saw on the text that you saw on the message box. So if greater than 0, okay, which means it's 1, means destroy, root dot destroy. Okay, so that's the method that exits the system. So if I run it again, and there, okay, you can see my message there, exit system. Do you want to quit? Yes, I want to quit. Okay, let's run it one more time. Okay, right here, that from here down here, that's a function that is working on this very one. Okay, let's have a look at the reset. Supposing I have some content in here. Okay, my mileage, mileage, that's after, that's before, mileage before, and that's after. Car maker or engine make, I don't know, just enter maybe single or whatever there. Okay, style. Alright, all we just need to do is click on the reset. If you click on the reset there, okay, that is the whole idea of the reset button. And when you enter the variable dot set equals empty, that means whatever is inside us text box will be cleared. Okay, but all of this will now work without you being able to call these commands. And right underneath here where I have the buttons that we created, I've called those commands. Let me show them to you. That is the reset. So you have to call it command equals reset. For the exit, command equals q exit. That is it. Now I'm going to show you this. This is the command for the reset. This is the command that carries out the car rental calls. Alright, let me show you the codes, the line of code for the reset. Take it up. Down here, from here down here, those are the lines of code that take care of the reset. These are my own data that I just entered, and here are the variables. Those are the variables that is displayed on the reset, or that are displayed on the reset. Okay, there we go. And here, first of all, clear the reset before I generate a random number for the reset. That would be the reference of car that is rented. Okay, and this reference is also displayed on the reset. Now let's come to the calculation. Inside the calculation, these are the lines of code from here down here. Okay, that's where the calculation actually took place. Whatever value or how many days you renting the car for is converted to float and is stored into this variable, lookup variable that is local to this function. Then the discount converted to float and it's also stored in here. Okay, and how many days. Okay, and that this is to do with the cost of renting the car is stored in here. Then all of those are multiplied by this car discount to get your discount. Then the discount is added to these two variables there to get the actual cost. Oh, the discount should be deducted, really? Oh, yeah, it should be deducted. So let's take that. This is discount. Yeah, let's deduct that. Cut that off. If there's any discount given, deduct that. Alright, that's it. Done. Yeah. Okay, and whatever the cost of the rental is then stored into variable total. Why this random function here is just to generate car reference ID, and here that will generate invoice reference ID. That's all, and that's all there is to it. So let me show you guys the code right from the top. Okay, I import the following library. That's the name of my system, the dimension of the system, and the coordinates. And from here down here I have the framework. Cost of rental calculation with two randomized function that I use to display the cost and the invoice. Okay, customer ID and invoice. Then here are just all of the variables. Alright, and right below it we have the exit, and below the exit function we have the reset function. Right below the reset function we have the receipt function right here, and below that we have all our, this is the checkbox. Okay, check button, here they are, and right here that is the receipt, and this is the function that generates the date. And here I have labels, text box. All of these are the component that you see on the system. Okay, we'll take it down so that you see where the buttons are again, and right underneath here we have all of the buttons right here, and here we have the system to loop once the program is run there. So I will now run the program. Let me enter some data in there and enter name, title, and then we have the street. Okay, so I'll just speed that up and get back to you guys. Okay, all of the necessary information of the customer is entered and the car details is entered. So what we need to do now is, how many days would you like to rent the car for? And let's say 25.5 is the cost of rental per day, okay, which is quite cheap. And because it's renting for over 15 days, so let's give him a discount of £5. So the next thing is for us to click on total right there, okay, and to view your receipts, click on receipt. your receipt there. And you can always reset if you want, or you just click on exit and exit the system. Well guys, with that I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you all enjoyed, and please do subscribe. So you all have a nice day now.